So yo, what's up guys, how are you all? Today I'm going to explain the newest Bulletin 22 which was released yesterday, and I'm sorry for explaining late. So now let's get into the video because video is going to be very exciting. More things have been leaked in this bulletin, and a lot of things has been leaked in this bulletin than should. So let's get into the video. So this is the bulletin 22. So its title is Navigation Made Easier, Magma Village in Turmoil, New Skins on the Horizons, and more. No more sailing blind with a new map by your side by Anthony Mortis. Who has gotten lost at sea? Don't worry, it's natural. After all, the sea is vast that 97th of yet to be discovered by world's radio scientists. Between these fogs and terrifying ocean lurkers, keeping track of directions I already said was a nightmare. So they are trying to say that new more islands has been not discovered in any of these seas. So can this map tell us more islands or something? Let's read more in this. Thankfully, this is no longer a problem. Anyone has to deal with the new navigational charts being handed out across the seas have completely changed how I explore. I can mark locations as I discovered them. I've even managed to find my way back to half finished land I abandoned 3 islands ago. So readers, keep an eye for your own new and improved map making its way to you. If you ever felt like the world was too big to keep track of it, it might now finally feel easier to navigate. Finally, at least we can get some maps. It's actually useful for the new players who just joined and don't know how the island order. So it's very useful, good feature, and I would like it to come, but it might replace our compass. So there could be a 50-50 chances it will replace our compass. Magua Village on the Edge by Kelmore Draven. For as long as most residents of Magma Village can remember, the soldiers stationed here have felt less occupying forces and more like neighbors. They ate the same stalls, walked the same trails, and nodded and the same nods. In passing, some of us had genuinely started to consider them part of the island community. However, that good Phil is the beginning to run out. In recent weeks, the military presence on the island has swelled, and so has to the evacuation work here into the volcano's course. I've watched residents be pushing further and further from their own homes, seeing the ground shake more violently with each new drill and Tennessee families who once welcomed these soldiers with open arms start locking their doors. Instead, nobody is saying it outright, but peace here is starting to crack. Elemental creatures have begun to emerge. What elemental creatures? Does that mean Chimera fruit is coming into Bloxfruits? What the heck? From the volcano once being long dormant with the magma, the creatures have been seen fighting back against the Predator. It seems as through the island itself, it is pushing back against whatever is happening beneath what is. Through the island itself is pushing back whenever is happening beneath what is buried down there. That's one thing, risking a village trust and possibly its safety. Nobody is military willing to answer that question at this point. However, it seems that somebody down there clearly wants badly enough to find out the hard way. So they are basically saying that Magma Village is going to get reworked. But why? Why Magma Village is getting reworked? It should be the hot in gold already got reworked. Recolored and reinforced multiple new fruit variants have surfaced by usual Gotter Lodge. Scientists across the sea have spent years attempting the impossible, trying to recreate mythical properties of Bloxfruits in their own labs. They've been hoping to engineer varieties of their own while recolor have made possible. It just feels like the world needs a little more. Most of the research has. Before reading more, I want to show you something. So this is the image from the story, and it's looking fire, bro. Like, so this is the guy who's hitting gravity. Does that mean gravity is also getting mutations or skins? Hmm. Comment down your theories down below. And what is this thing? What is this big thing? Is it magnet fruits transformation, or even a yeti fruits new mutation or skin? Comment down theories below. I'm really excited, and these both arms seems to be the magnet fruits transformation arms. So does that mean magnet fruit is finally coming to blocks fruits? Comment on your theories. I would really like to read them all, especially Pinit. A little more. Most of the research have quietly styled, not from a lack of effort, but because of something far more interesting has been discovered just recently. Multiple new fruit variants have surfaced in the wild, each carrying a strangely different appearance from the fruit they originate from, while the powers beneath remain unmistakably familiar. Naturally, every lab that had been chasing synthetic recreations have dropped what they are doing to study the real things. Instead, keep an eye out for these variants to be open to be public soon. So we are getting basically new fruit mutations and skins in blocks fruit. I don't want it to be going to pay to win with Robux that happened in the earlier events. I'm gonna rage quit if they pay to win. The Uprise or Decline of Piratology by Renion Ashworth. I've never expected calm from a place called Pirate Village, but even by its own standard, things have gotten out of hand lately. It started small, treasures going missing, and usually grumbling. You would expect in the place of untrustworthy pirates, then it equated the windmill mechanics that keep the half the island running got jammed secretly by a group of brutes who seems to think it was funny when I stopped by the local pub to get a drink and ask a few questions. I found that Bertrand looking more rattled than ever. See him apparently this group has visited more than once this week, and not for an LE. Nobody I spoke to seemed to know who was behind the sudden spike in the chaos, or whether it was even one group at all. What I do know is that the pirate residents' patient is running thin, and they seems to have no intention of holding back. If things continue to get worse, will Pirate Village ever get a moment of peace? So basically, they are talking about the Pirate Village. Guys, I think it's going to be a new quest in the Pirate Village we have to do, or even in the Pirate Village rework with Magma Village rework. So I think the first option is the good. Update reached when below I leave an image that shows the possible dates in my opinion for the end bulletins, the pre-events, the meta changes, the trailer, and the final update. Tell me your thoughts below. 19 to 31st July bulletins, 28th to August pre-events, 19 to 15 meta changes, big rebalancing, 13 to 15 trailer for summer expansion, 21 to 22 release date, not confirmed. So there were more information. Apparently in Jin's new video, new things has been leaked. I mean the magnet fruit model has been leaked, and the Kid Gaming had confirmed the ice rework, and the need so blocks has told more information from Fulton and Uzot.
Magnet fruit. Honestly, look at the magnet fruit.
It is official. The magnet fruit is coming to Bloxfruits. Oh my god. Wow, the magnet fruit. A brand new Bloxfruit is coming to Bloxfruit. Who would have thought? But seriously, this is going to be a really cool fruit because
before we even go to those variant fruit, check this out. Check this out. This guy right here. This is me right here. If you guys don't know who this character is, this is me. What am I eating here? Ice. Ice fruit. Ice fruit. Ice fruit. You heard it here first. Ice fruit is getting a rework. Ice fruit is getting a variant. Ice fruit is getting something good. Because I know these things. Now let's
Bulletin? Dude, you know, what do you think, bro? Why are they delaying C4? Why are they delaying? Honestly, okay, I played Bloxfruits a little bit. Every update takes forever. But once I start to complain a little bit, the update comes out, worth the wait. Every single time, every Bloxfruits update has always been worth the wait.
Dude, do we need to complain more, low key? You know what we should do, bro? Make like a big complaint, and then they have to drop it,
And then you get banned.
dude.
You get
Banned the motive, because like at least they'll get the update.
Maybe. You know what? You complain about it, and then maybe they'll drop the update faster.
Word. So I should get banned, and then you should be jealous.
Yeah, exactly.
Word,
you get banned. I'll be chilling.
Word, that's a fire deal, bro. That's such a fire deal.
Okay, bet.
All right, what do you think is going to be in the update? We have C4, obviously, but there's also going to be some fruit reworks, but there's also going to be some new fruits. What do you think?
I think
How big is the update going to be? Because it's been 2 years, Brennan.
it's gonna be huge. Update obviously gonna be huge. One of the fruits I want to come out, Bulletin fruit.
Ooh.
That's what I want. That'd be fire.
That'd be
Bulletin fruit would
dope.
be sick.
That'd be
So
dope.
yeah,
Bulletin fruit. Okay, how would it work?
unlimited Riz, super handsome, and you have God mode. So boom, that's
God
it.
mode.
You only need 3 moves.
Dude, have you ever told them like, yo, we need a bulletin fruit?
Nah, I actually haven't. Maybe I'll message if any of the owners will watch this. Bulletin fruit.
Yo, we need to
Get
talk
it
to
out.
Uzon.
Yeah, Uzon.
Uzon, yeah.
He is here.
Actually, you know what?
Have you talked to him?
Bro, I've talked to him about the update. And he
Get a
said,
video with him. Get him on here.
all right, I'm gonna pan to Uzon right now. Let's ask him if we can add a bulletin fruit.
Okay, let me just be clear here. A full
It took me a while, bro. I searched for 2 hours, and I was trying to find an admin all over VidCon where a lot of Roblox YouTubers pop out. But after such a long search, I found Uzot. The freaking admin of Bloxfruits. Bro, how are you doing, bro?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. All right, I have a question, bro. All right, I have a question. I have a very important question. Look, I'm not gonna ask you about C4 or the update because I know you can't give no info. Otherwise, Red will low-key like pop your head out and like throw it as a basketball outside a trash can.
I'm glad you know.
But look, I have an important question. The most important question in Bloxfruits history. Look, my boy Fulton, right? Okay. We were talking about the update, but there's one thing that he really wants to know about the update. What? Will there be a Fulton? Fulton, dude, it has to have Riz mode. It has to have God mode. Okay. And that's actually it. That's the only two things. That's it. So and it needs to be neat.
Anything.
It needs to be neat.
Needs to be neat. So my question is, who told him about it? Who told him that we're doing it? Because did you tell him? Because like I didn't say nothing about it.
Wait, and we were just talking about it. Wait, is it a real thing?
Maybe someone leaked it already.
Yo, it's a real thing.
Someone leaked it? Oh my bro!
Yo,
I got banned him.
Damn!
I got banned you.
No! Wait! Don't ban me, bro. I didn't do nothing. Yo, it was all Fulton. I'm not trolling. Yo, play the clips. It was all Fulton.
I don't believe it. I'm banning all of you.
Yo!
So apparently we have only these infos for today, and this info is very good. But I want to know that the second clip of tweets. Why is user so fat, bro? User needs to lose some weight because he's very fat. He's very fat, bro. He needs to lose some weight. And that's all, folks. Please like and subscribe for more info coming in coming in this channel. So like and subscribe and wait for more info coming in Bulletin 23. Bye bye.